episode 1, since last one was episode 0. I kind of wanted to do that because I was kind of explaining it and kind of was doing something retro that wasn't really retro. So this time I will be doing something retro with a kind of new feel to it, but not really, kind of, sort of. You'll see what I mean. It's pertaining to a t-shirt that I'm wearing and a comic that's sitting there. So it's to do with an action figure, one of my favourite characters from the Masters of the Universe franchise, which is Many Faces. Now, this isn't a bloody clear. This isn't a proper one. This is like a recreation version of it, which Mike Lacey sent to me many moons ago for Christmas. So I haven't taken out of this because it's still in one of these stylish boxes that keeps it dust free and protected from sunlight and all that kind of stuff. So I'll just show you the back here, which you can see. I'm going to read that. Many Faces is 3 warriors in one, make him fight as a human, robot or monster. So you can see there, Many Faces shooting Merman with He-Man in the background going like, yay! So it tells you here, the step-by-step instructions in case you're an idiot and don't know how to do it. And then you've got the likes of figures there such as He-Man, Tila, Man-at-Arms, Stratos, Many Faces, Ram-Man, Skeletor, Beast-Man, Merman, Zodak as an evil warrior, Triclops and Trapjaw. So yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like. So we'll get a bit more in depth with it shortly. Let's just fire that back in there because I know I'll not put it back in there and I'll set something on top of it. So this is what the action figure looks like. So it's kind of pretty basic. They all have kind of like the kind of twist waist, but the big thing about the majority of these figures is that they all have a different action feature. So Many Faces is that, and if you watch his face there, that can be a human, a robot, or a monster. So yeah, so you have like different ways there. Obviously it comes with his trusty blaster as well, but this was obviously one of my favourite characters. Now he only appeared in like 2 episodes, I think. Was a bigger deal in the 2002 Mike Young Productions version of He-Man, which delved more into the characters, like you had origin stories to do with Cyclone and things like that. So yeah, so that's basically all he did, was basically he just turned that there and just made him into a different character. But he was just I don't know what it was just like maybe the look of him, but it just really appealed to me whenever I was a kid, and to this day as an adult. Very much like Jeremy, he's doing his podcast to do with Masters of the Universe as well. It was saying about that, and Cyclone was one of his favourites, and Cyclone is another one of my favourites. But whenever you bought the figure, another thing that you got was a mini comic. So you can see here some of the figures that are just in more detail. So you have He-Man, Zoar, Triclops, Trapjaw and Ram-Man. So yeah, the things that you obviously, if you have the mini comic book, there's like some more, and then that's basically like the back of the card, but kind of done in a yellowy kind of colour, Castle Grayskull, and tells you how big it is there too. That's what she said, and then that's like the end panel there with like Hot Wheels. But these from me probably were the first comics. Now I've only started, as I said in the last episode, I only really started getting the comics like a couple of years ago, so these were probably the first comics that I actually read, were these. And I still have some sitting on my shelf there as well, which I got from the likes of eBay and things like that. So yeah, I just really enjoyed these as a kid. So like going from the kid version to the kind of adult collector's version, they brought out a thing called Masters of the Universe Classics, which is kind of like those figures but kind of reimagined into like a modern day, and this is Many Face version. So if we kind of put the two side by side, you can see the difference there. Now obviously it comes with his blaster as well, but the unique thing was that you'd still turn him into a robot, a monster, and a human, but they give you a different head, so you could turn into He-Man, Orko, or Skeletor, which is pretty nifty. But these all kind of, like are more articulate. You have more articulation in the, well, kind of in the feet, in the knees, like in the elbows, in the arm joints. You kind of have like the stomach crunch as well. And then obviously you can take the helmet off, and then you can put on the different head if you so desire, but I'm going to leave that one there on. So yeah, like I say, just one of my favourite characters. There was an episode, I can't remember what it was called. That's the funny thing, that Larry DiTillio from the original Filmation series wrote on the Mike Young Productions one. I think it was a mystery. No, it wasn't Mystery Manifest. I can't remember what it was, but it was really centric to do with this guy, and I loved that episode. So that's basically just going to do it. A nice little quick review. I'm trying to keep these to once a week. So thank you all so much for the feedback to do with the first episode. I know some people are wondering where it's going to go, etc. But to do with Master Universe, I used to do a podcast called Master Universe Chronicles, and after I wrote a blog, which is, I think it's vinto316.wordpress. I'll put a link in the description below and you can check it out. Whenever I post that on Facebook, a lot of people to do with the He-Man community asked for that to come back. It is back on Operation Retroshock's feed, so thanks Alan for that if you're watching. But these are the older episodes. Now going forwards, there's nothing to say that I won't do a new episode every so often. I'm not saying that I'm against it. I'm just not saying that I've got anything planned as yet. But if I do, you'll be the first to know. So if you're a fan of He-Man, make sure to check out, Podcasters of the Universe, which is Jeremy's podcast. The likes of Back to the 80s, where I appeared on that as well. But yeah, just thank you all so much for the support to do with this, and I'm kind of interested to see where this goes. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time.